A specialty powdered infant formula has been pulled from shelves after concerns of contamination. Pennsylvania Senator Bob Casey recently penned a letter to the company demanding answers about the recall. Our Washington, D.C. correspondent Rachel Knapp spoke with the senator on this. Rachel?
Good evening, Lindsay. Senator Casey tells me the last thing he wants parents to feel is worried about the formula that they're giving to their babies. He says this feels almost a little bit like deja vu because not too long ago we were dealing with a different formula crisis.
These families need answers.
Pennsylvania Senator Bob Casey recently sent a letter to formula producer Reckitt Mead Johnson looking for answers regarding a recent recall of hundreds of thousands of cans of Nutramigen powder. It's a specialty infant formula for babies with allergies to cow's milk. The company announced a voluntary recall last month after the Israeli Ministry of Health notified officials in December that batches of the formula exported from the U.S. had initially tested positive for a bacteria that is known to cause issues like sepsis or meningitis. The recall comes 2 years after a major formula shortage that had many families worried about keeping their babies fed.
In some ways, I was thinking, here we go again. I mean, just 2 years ago, we had even a much larger challenge.
Casey led the charge in the Senate to resolve the 2022 infant formula shortage and to prevent future shortages, including passing legislation that included provisions to address another infant formula shortage crisis. With this recall, the FDA does not believe it will have a major impact on U.S. supply and availability for powdered infant formulas. According to the FDA, they inspected the company's Michigan facility mid-December, including testing additional samples of the product from the same batch. While their investigation is still ongoing, all testing so far has been negative. Reckitt Mead Johnson also sent us a statement saying in part, they chose to recall select batches of Nutramigen out of an abundance of caution. They add parents should be reassured that they can continue to feed their infants with Reckitt Mead Johnson nutrition products with confidence.
For a family, this is not like some kind of policy debate. This is about fundamental peace of mind.
Senator Casey tells me that he gave the company a deadline to respond back to some of his questions in that letter he sent them, but he tells me as of today, so far they have not responded back to him. The FDA also adds that so far there have been no known illnesses in connection to this recall. Lindsay, back to you.
Thank you, Rachel. Well, you can read the senator's letter and the company's full response to us on our website.